Hey everybody, it's Ever from Hood Time Welding. If you've been keeping up on the videos, you know this is our barbecue pit. Um, so far, in the last couple videos, if you haven't been watching, we build out the frame. It's all angle iron. That's got all welded out. And then we fit all the steel outside sheets. And I went through last video and got it all welded out. It's stitch weld. And then after thinking about it some, I now need to weld the outside, and I was going to weld it solid. But after thinking about it a little bit, the bottom is it's going to be outside, of course. So the bottom, we need to give some places for water to be able to run out. So if you look, I measured 10 inches in from the end on either side with 2 inches, and that'll allow water on the ends here, 10 inches in on either end, and then about halfway in, about 43 inches, I think it was. We did another 2-inch spot. That way, when this is sitting outside, water is going to get between the sheet and the angle iron. So I needed to give it some place to drain out so it's just not sitting there because I'm not welding it solid on the inside. So that's why I came up with some of these drainage spots. So yeah, we went ahead and made some of those in the design. Today's video, I was thinking I was just going to do these all overhead, which I can, but why do that when I've got the lift and I can just flip it over? So what we're going to start with is we're going to just do these vertical down, all 4 corners. Then we're going to set it down, weld the top side here, and we'll flip it over and do the bottom side. So that's where we're at on the project right now. We've got we've got one other thing. We've got to put some slots in the end and along the sides for a breather on the bottom. But that's where we're at right now. So let's go ahead and get started. So, we have all the vertical downs done. We have the whole one side welded. I would have thought ahead. I would have not started putting in the places for the water to drip out already, because I have it all done up on this end here. Because now that means I got to flip it, weld that side, and then flip it back over so we're back on the top. I just wasn't thinking, I didn't plan ahead. I was thinking I could do those overhead, but I think it'll be faster and look better if I flip it over. So, mistake on my part. And then I should have cleaned the vertical downs a little bit before I welded them. You noticed that I went all the way around the top. That helped out a lot. Um, I don't know. I was thinking, I guess, just because it's just a fire pit, it's not as big of a deal. But I got rushed, didn't clean them, so it didn't come out. They didn't come out quite as good as I wanted. I'm in the garage here, or over in the shop here, but I'm at the end where, we're right by the door. So I'm getting a little bit of a cross breeze. So in a couple places, I did have some problem with some pinholes that I had to grind out and weld back over just because I'm getting that little bit of breeze. And then today's not my day for welding. I don't know what it is. Today I'm just not doing, my greatest welding. It's some days, I don't know what it is. It's anything I do. There's some days that I can't miss. I'm doing great. Other days it doesn't matter what I do. It just doesn't turn out as well as I'd like. And today seems to be one of those days. But we'll just push through it. I'm getting better. I finally figured out what I was doing wrong on that side. I was just going too fast. I was getting in a hurry. I got to slow down, take my time, do some good welds on it, make them a little thicker. But so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this flipped all the way over. So then that way I can do the other side, and we'll flip it back over because this is the top. Get it back up on the stands. So then we can do the slots. So yeah, like I told you before, I know these are longer videos, but there's a lot to this. So let's keep working. So now that we have all the sheet metal welded on, solid on the outside, what we're going to do is we've got two things to do to finish up this base. First thing is I want to put slots in it, so that way when you got the fire going, it's got air, or sorry, so air can come in to breathe, or the fire can breathe. So what we're going to do is we're going to make 3 on this side, center it up between each area, and then 1 on each end. The ones on this side are going to all be 16 inches. That side's going to be 12 inches. I'm going to use my hole saw, which is 1 3/4 inch, to cut the ends, and then use a cutoff blade to make the rest of the slot. And then on the inside, the customer's talking on the corners, he wanted a little bit more of a footprint so that this won't sink down in. So what we're going to do is we're going to be taking some 3/8 plate and adding it on the inside. So nothing spectacular, nothing too hard, but that will finish this up. So for right now, I'm going to go through, mark all these out. I guess I'm probably coming up, I'm thinking 4 inches, either 4 or 5 inches. I'll have to see what I think. And like I said, we'll put our center holes for where we got to drill, and then we'll get going. So now that we got our slots made, you can see I got to get a better drill. I don't know. Those bit, I don't know if it's just because of the size of the bit. I was using an 1 3/4, but for drilling the holes like that, it just didn't work. I actually burnt out my Bauer hammer drill combination. So, but I wasn't trying to run it like full speed where it could really get the air it needed. So I don't know if that was part of the problem. I was trying to go half speed because when you're just regular drilling on it and you just go full power, it usually does a little better. And I was just trying to go half speed because I didn't want to burn up the bit. So maybe that's partially my fault. But anyways, now we're on to the expanded metal. These are what we're going to use for the grate top, for the cooking tops. So I need 2 pieces that are 46 by 39 out of this. Plus I need, 6 pieces at 2 inches, 2 by 17. And I need 6 of those, and I need 2 that are 13 by 2. So we got to sort of figure out how to lay this out so that we can get the most out of each sheet. I don't want to waste any. So let's go ahead and get working on this, figure out what's the best and most efficient way to use this, and get it laid out and start cutting it up. So let's go. base is officially done. You'll notice I'm probably in a little bit different clothes than I was when I got done welding it, is because the other day I didn't feel like finishing up. I literally just dropped my tools and said that was enough. Been a long day for me, and that. So, anyways, yeah. So the base is officially done. It you can see when I was putting these in, some of these bowed out a little bit, and I know that's because of welding this solid. But as we've already talked about, since it's a fire pit, you know, stuff's gonna bow in and out. But I think those look pretty nice. The only thing I have left to do is go through and just clean it all, which I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. But yeah, like I said, I thought that looked sort of cool the way those popped in there. So, like I was talking to you the other day, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video now because I don't want you guys to get bored with me. Any comments or questions, go ahead and ask. You know, I like to answer. I try to get back to you as quick as I see it. But, lastly, if you like the video, thumbs up. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.